everyone, welcome back to this channel, Strangeness and Randomness. Anywho, I have recently started making squishies. So hold on a second, let me show and you know what, I'll show you guys. Okay, I found the squishies, and first of all, this piece of cardboard is from my dog Brownie. That's her right there. She's so cute. She's really fat though. But she is like a little toddler. These are cardboard pieces that you'll see about what they're for in a second. But she put these in her mouth. She's like a toddler. You cannot leave her alone with anything on the ground or at her level, because she jumps too. She just puts anything and everything in her mouth. Anywho, so I've been making squishies recently, and my mom also made one, so I'll show you guys that too. So this is the chocolate chip cookie squishy that I made, and it's not the squishiest squishy, but it's pretty soft until, though, I made a mistake. It started ripping on the sides because like the glue didn't get to those sides. So sorry if you hear my dogs in the background. And poor little Hopper, he hurt himself, and yesterday he was limping really bad, but now he's not limping too bad and he's getting better, so pray for Hopper. He wants outside. I'll be right back. Okay, and I got this tutorial from, well, not really a tutorial, but I got the inspiration for making this chocolate chip cookie squishy by the video by Neko Princess, and she had like this chain with a little bottle of milk, which is actually milk. It was white slime in a little bottle. And she had a chocolate chip cookie squishy, and hers looked much better than mine. You know, it's just like one of my first squishies, so you know it's not going to look perfect, but I think it looks pretty good considering I hadn't really made squishies before this. Anywho, and then my mom made this one. It's a little macaroon squishy, and we used puff paint for these, and I had another squishy that I made. It was like a little cake slice, where I used oil paints and watercolor paints, not like the ones where you get in the palette, but like the ones that come out of tubes. Like artists that have a bunch of different kinds of paint will know this. But she made this, and we made these, all of these, and I'm going to show you with puff paint. Puff paint is definitely a must. And so my mom made this one, and we accidentally, because I sealed this part with hot glue, and hot glue, do not use hot glue, because use like super glue or clear glue, because it dries hard. So I mean, you can squish it this way, and you can still squish it that way, but it feels really awkward when you squish it this way because you use hot glue and it dried hard, but it still looks good, well, pretty good. And then I made this one, and I used makeup sponges to make all my squishies. And this was just one of the little binder things. And I meant to make it look like a star like that way, but I accidentally made the face look like that way. So it's kind of a fail squishy, but it's still pretty cute. And it's pretty slow rising. So this one isn't slow rising at all. This one isn't slow rising at all. But this one actually, you scrunch it up, it's kind of slow rising. And then, I got this from a tutorial where if you wash it with soap and water but keep squishing it, so when it gets slow rising, do not like rinse it out or anything from the soap, because it will not be slow rising anymore. And then I made this pancake one where it has a little butter pat, and I made some syrup right there, and it has a little face on the butter and a face on the pancake. And it's not very slow rising if you squish it that way, but if you squish it this way, it's kind of slow rising. So then I also got inspiration, well, not really inspiration, but I got this from a tutorial. I think it's from like Coco something. I don't know, the channel name is like Coco something. I don't quite remember. But I made this squishy vending machine. So let me just go ahead and load it with the squishies, and I will show you how it works. If you watch a lot of squishy vending machine videos, then you probably already know, but let me go ahead and get the... So my squishy vending machine runs off of $1, and you can put in either dollar bills or coins, but the video I actually watched, it had a reject system, where if you put in the wrong amount, then it would reject the coins, because there's a little hole, and only the right thing, only the right amount would actually go through, because I don't know if because where I'm in America, and $1 coins are not common. We still have them, but people don't use them. So I wouldn't be able to do that. So I put in 4 quarters. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then sometimes you have to shake it, so make sure there's a squishy on top of there, on top of the actual little hole right there. And then I have a little slit cut in the bottle, and I just use a sparkling water bottle, because my mom always drinks sparkling water. And so always I have this to make sure that the arrow is always pointing down, and so you just turn it, and you might, let me see if you guys can, oh gosh, turn it the other way. See, yeah, so I got the little chocolate chip cookie squishy, and then you turn it down, and then it falls into this little hole. And then today I went to Michael's and actually got 2 other squishies, and one of, sometimes the coins come out because there's like little holes in the box. I went to Michael's and got 2 squishies. One is perfect for my squishy vending machine. I have a little thing that says squishy down this little hole, and I will brownie. And I will show you them. In the beginning of the school year, for my 5th grade year, in 2016 to 2017, they only had the little macaroon squishies. Now they have a whole new assortment in actual real squishies. So they have this little donut squishy, and they had a whole bunch more. If you go to Michael's, you might be able to find them. They have like ice cream and the macaroon ones, and even more donut ones. And they're really cool. So it has a little bite to it, and they don't call these squishies. They call them a smoosher. By the way, I have paint on my hands from when I was making the squishies. So if you find that, that's what it is. And so then I found this one, which actually came hanging on a little hook thing. Called a soft and slow squishy. And they had 1 pink one left and a bunch of these chocolate ones. It's a little cake roll, and it says ultra soft and slow rise. I think it's by Orb. I think that's what the company name is. And it says 8+, because it says over here, warning, choking hazard, not for small parts. Come on, focus. Focus. And then you can focus back. It says, not suitable for children under 3 years. And it also says, do not eat. But I guess if you're under 3 years old, I mean, this could look like an actual delicious cake roll. So, some people really like the crunching sound of the bags. But I don't really like that. I mean, I'm really not that type of person that likes it. I'm not hating on anyone that does, but this one is also not very squishy, but it can fit into here. And I'll show you how this all works. So, with the tutorial, they folded the piece of tape so it wasn't sticky, and then they stuck it onto another piece of tape over here, because tape doesn't, tape you can pull off from the non-adhesive side from the tape. So in here is where all the squishies are, up top, and then down here I have a little water bottle, and I put on a support right here, and the support kept falling down, so I put another support under here, and then right here is where the money is, and then over here, and I put a little barrier here so you weren't reaching into where the money is and they couldn't steal from it. So I put in 2 little walls where you go and you grab your squishy. Speaking of the oh, my mom's like taking out stuff from my school supplies. Speaking of like under 3 things, it also says "Do not eat" by the lovely Marshmallow Man, and I believe the little Marshmallow Man. He's cute. He has a little kawaii face. I believe the little Marshmallow Man. I have faith in the Marshmallow Man. I believe that he wouldn't lie to me. Like, would this face lie to you? No. I don't think Orb would lie either. They might. I don't know. So I'm just going to go ahead and open up the... It also says, contains a non-toxic additive designed to taste bad. Keep away from pets. I need scissors. I got some scissors. I'm just going to go ahead and open up the package. It says collectible sweet shop. So I think that's like if they make more than just that squishy. And these squishy, I think that's like the kind that they have. Like they have like ones that don't look like food or anything. But ooh, guys, this is so soft. It feels so soft and it's slow rising. Although, is that a defect or what? I'm pretty sure it's like a defect. But literally, the foam feels so soft. Like, I wish I could. It literally feels like actual cake. It feels like actual cake. It is so soft. I wish you guys could feel this. Like, if they, in the future, if they have touch YouTube, then like, feel this. Feel it. Feel it. It's super duper soft, you guys. This is, and you know what? I forgot to tell you guys. Let me get the donut one out of the machine. This one smells like vanilla, and so does the rest of the one that were in the bin with this. That's a little keychain. It smells like vanilla, and this smells like chocolate. It's so good. Smell it. If they have smell-o-vision, if you're watching this in the future and they have smell-o-vision and touch-o-vision, smell and touch it and smush it. Here, I'll smush it for you guys. That was your smushing of it. That's how you. I'm just gonna It's like. I mean, it's not like the most slow-rising squishy I've ever seen, but it's super slow-rising. It's the most brownie. It's the most slow-rising squishy that I have. It's super-duper slow-rising. Well, not really super-duper slow-rising, but it's so cool. And it's surprisingly that it's pretty slow rising for being a store-bought squishy, like one that you buy in an actual store and like not order online. Because, I mean, if you want a lot of squishies, then you can get like the mystery pack of squishies from Amazon. I don't know how much that Amazon one costs, but at Wish is a great place to get things. But sometimes, you know, it's not the most reliable stuff because sometimes they steal designs of squishies from the real squishy, and if you buy like dolls from there, they like steal those dolls' sculpt. This is really cool. But speaking of sculpt, just so you know, guys, you know how I got Mia from Paradise Galleries? Well, for my birthday this year, which is in April, I got the Little Man on the Moon. Little Man on the Moon, and I named him Neil, like Neil Armstrong, for my birthday this year in April. So I have him too. Whoa. And this is super cool. I love how it smells. It smells just like chocolate. It's awesome. But anyway, so this is my squishy vending machine. Pretty cool. I also used some glitter tape to like put things on, and that's like around where you put the money in, and right there, to keep the wall up right there. And I use a little plastic bag that I like cut the side off. This is one of the sides to put on. You can see, so you can see all the squishies inside. Alright, so turn around. Okay, make sure. So this is it for this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel in case I feel like making new videos. Because honestly, I feel like I'm letting you guys down with making the videos.